Hi guys, Kim here. Blood, sweat and tears, and salt. I had so many comments from the subscribers about salt and water stuff. The tears being representative in some way to memory being cried out and then memory being expunged from the body. I was discussing this concept with a friend this morning and she asked me, do the tears sting because they're toxic? I thought, wow, interesting question. May well explain why we get sick when we suppress bad memories rather than expressing them. Bubba B, one of the subscribers to the channel, she talks about how she can relate to the stinging tears being about self-pity, as her young son complains about his tears stinging when he has a tizzy. He blames her whole family because his tears are stinging his face. And then she compares the tears to that maybe expunged, say, at a funeral, that do not sting. She also states that her eyes water profusely due to allergies or being over-sentimental. But who knows, that might be her own soul's way of expelling the toxic elements from her body. So the toxic tears, the ones relating to self-pity, it's been on our face this whole time and we didn't even realise it. Then another discussion I'm having in the Telegram group chat. I can't even find this comment as it got lost in all other comments. So thanks to whoever said this, but Chinese saying, blood holds memory, not the brain. So if someone was to say to have a car accident and then have a blood transfusion, when they awake, they may have no memory recall of having had the accident. The Chinese would say the memory left with the blood. And then this person was also talking about an Iranian saying, says, after you cry, you have a new life. I know there's one of the episodes of Outlander where they're stuck on this boat out in the doldrums, and there's this Chinese man called Mr. Willoughby, and Claire asks him about some story he's holding in his hand, and he informs her that it's his life story. And she asks him if he can read it to her, and he declines on the basis that once he tells the story, then he has to let it go. I found that truly profound. Imagine in a world where we didn't whine and complain about the past, we just had the knowledge, where once we talked about it, we had to let it go, never to mention it again. Would that not make us want to wait until such time it was a story worth telling, rather than complaining about every little bit for a very, very long time, making drama and karma and dharma as we go? Sweat also contains salt. Could that be part of the reason why a good workout can rid us of all of our emotional frustrations? Maybe we're also banishing those memories with the expulsion of sweat too. Then we've got a society fixated telling us that salt's bad for us and giving us sugar left, right and centre in absolutely everything that they could possibly cram into us. I had an entire conversation in the comments about rock salt and about which one was good for us. Himalayan rock salt or Celtic sea salt. I'd never heard of the Celtic sea salt, so it set me off down yet another rabbit hole about the subject of salt. Which salt we should be eating and why. I watched a number of videos and did a load of research and then was kind of non-conclusive according to, again, where you looked you got different findings, but there's one guy called Bobby Parrish and he talks about the different salts and why each one's different than the others, so I'll link the video below because it's only short and it's maybe worth watch. Anyway, I sort of feel like I've opened a can of worms on this whole conversation, which seems to have so many branches off it. It's so hard to stay on topic. That's it from me for now. But I will say, if more comes to light on this, that I will be sharing it, and I do have a feeling that we're only just scratching the surface on what the subject is and what it means to us. Thanks for listening. Ta-ta for now.